Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Jason with Dad Bod Health and Optimal Performance Level, and in today's short video, we're going to be continuing our 4-part series going over the 4 core pillars of health. Now, before I dive in, click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you don't miss any of my future videos. Now, for the purpose of today's video, we're going to be going over the 2nd core pillar of health, which is stress management. If you remember from my last video, the 4 core pillars of health are sleep, stress management, nutrition, and fitness, in that order. I'll tell you later on about why they're in that order. I mentioned it in the prior video, and we'll talk about it again, but the bottom line is this, is that when you dial in your sleep and your stress management, nutrition and fitness become significantly easier in your life, and when you can dial all 4 of them in, you will be well on your way to achieving your optimal performance level. Now, for the purpose of today's video, again, we're going to be covering stress management. And what I want you to know about stress management is this. It is a vital piece of your health. If you have sleep, nutrition, and fitness all dialed in, but you're nothing but a ball of stress walking around every single day of your life, whether it's work-related stress, home-related stress, doesn't matter, you're going to have a really tough time achieving your optimal performance level. They actually say stress is a silent killer, and I personally know people who have heart attacks directly related to their high stress levels, who weren't overweight and who seemed to eat fairly healthy, but their high levels of stress led to them having heart attacks, and they ended up paying the price, which is not what I want for you. So let's dive in. When it comes to stress, obviously our bodies can handle a large amount of stress and even a minimal amount of stress, but it's most important for you to manage your stress on a consistent basis. Just like with sleep, in our last video, I talked about sleep needs to be consistently dialed in. Same goes for nutrition and fitness. But when we're talking about stress management, this is not something that you can address 1 or 2 times a week and expect to significantly reduce your stress levels. Now, a little bit of stress can be good, but a lot of stress is never good, and stress comes from many different areas of life. It can be work-related stress. It can be home-related stress. It can be a combination of both. It can be health-related stress with an injury or an illness or a disease process. All of these things cause stress on your body, and that's why it's significantly important for you to manage your stress on a consistent basis, and I'm going to go over some ways that you can do that today. Now, with stress management, the reason why it's so consistent is because if you're only doing it once or twice a week, the results are not going to pay off for you, and you're really basically we'll say, I'm not going to call it worthless, but it's not going to pay off for you in ways that you expect it to. You cannot meditate once a week and hope that it's going to pay off for you. You cannot do a gratitude journal once a week and hope that it's going to pay off for you. But when you dial this in on a consistent basis and you pay attention and you're intentional about your stress management and you make deliberate moves to make sure your stress is managed as best as possible, you will be able to reach your optimal performance level. Now, in my life, I'll go over a few things that I do. I mentioned them just a minute ago, but that's gratitude journaling, that's meditation. There are many forms of stress relief. Fitness is going to be the 4th video in this 4-part video series, but fitness is another way to reduce your stress. It's a great way to reduce your stress. But if you're not working out right now, don't overwhelm yourself with trying to do too much. Focus on other methods of stress management, so that you can reduce your stress and perform at your optimal performance level. Now, what I will tell you is this. There is no cookie cutter solution when it comes to stress management. You need to find what's going to work best for you and your life and get laser focused on that. And if you need to pencil that into your calendar, by all means do it. That's what I do. I have it scheduled out in my calendar, and now it's become a habit for me. For my morning routine is very stress reduction related, we'll call it, for lack of a better term. I heavily involve my morning routine directly related around stress reduction so that I can start my day with the clearest mind possible, and I can perform at a high level, dominate my day, and stand out as a consistent leader in my industry, which is exactly what I want for you. Now, here's what I'll say. You've got meditation, you've got gratitude journaling, you've got fitness, like I said, more sex, walks in nature. Doesn't matter what your stress management techniques are, as long as they're consistent. Do not expect twice a week stress management techniques to work for you and pay off greatly. I cannot stress, no pun intended, this enough. If you get this part of your life dialed in, it's going to be much easier for you to even process the thought of making better nutrition choices, of working out, of dialing in all of your other health habits inconsistently so that you can achieve your optimal performance level by focusing on the 4 core pillars of health. So I hope this video helps you find a few things that you can do consistently on a daily basis. Doesn't need to consume a lot of your time, which could potentially add more stress to your life. Make this a priority in your life. Schedule this in so that you do not ignore this piece of your day. And I can guarantee you, you will be well on your way to achieving your optimal performance level. I hope this helps, and I'll see you in my next video.